Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only. Backup activated. System rebooted. Warning, entering dark zone.
歡迎大家收睇《華打機空間》，今日就嚟到全境封鎖背景故事嘅新一集。事隔一年，全境封鎖2終於都嚟到第9季度，而今季嘅故事表面上係集中喺真實之子身上，但其實主線嘅劇情係仍然離唔開國土戰略局一直以嚟最棘手嘅敵人黑色獠牙。咁所以接住落嚟嘅1連幾集，我將會為大家補完一下呢個組織嘅來歷同埋喺過去佢哋嘅行動。喺好多年前，一位俄羅斯商人阿里克謝索寇羅夫成立咗一間軍事公司索寇羅夫企業。喺營運公司期間，阿里克謝認識咗佢嘅第一任妻子，而佢亦都生咗一個女，就係娜塔莉亞索寇羅娃。咁但係之後因為機緣巧合之下，阿里克謝又認識咗佢嘅第2任美國籍妻子，而佢同樣為佢生咗另一個仔，就係菲利克斯索寇羅夫。喺娜塔莉亞成長到能夠自立之後，阿里克謝就決定帶住菲利克斯同埋佢嘅第2任妻子一同移居到美國生活，同時將娜塔莉亞獨自留喺俄羅斯繼續經營佢哋嘅家族軍事生意。而後來嘅菲利克斯就被父親強迫加入海軍服役，但可惜嘅就係喺菲利克斯服役期間，佢嘅美國籍母親就被控謀殺咗佢嘅父親阿里克謝。咁所以喺阿里克謝死咗之後，娜塔莉亞就順理成章咁樣正式繼承咗索寇羅夫企業，並同時成立咗一間私人軍事承包商黑色獠牙。黑色獠牙長久以嚟都同美國政商領袖有住密切嘅關係，咁所以就順理成章咁樣成為咗為政府工作嘅私人軍事承包商。咁但係關於佢哋嘅詳細記錄，睇上嚟就好似係被人為蓄意咁樣剷除晒。而唯一可以肯定嘅係，黑色獠牙係由軍事同埋準軍事單位所組成，而隊伍中嘅成員大多數都係有住唔少嘅軍事經驗，例如佢哋係曾經喺特種部隊、海軍陸戰隊、遊騎兵，又或者係海豹部隊服役過。同時呢一啲單位長久以嚟都一直活躍於世界各地嘅衝突地區，例如係拉丁美洲、中東、東南亞或者係北非等等嘅眾多戰亂之地，而佢哋嘅任務內容上至進行秘密嘅政權更迭行動，下至展開實質性嘅平叛行動。而黑色獠牙所使用嘅裝備都非常精良，全部都係頂尖嘅戰地科技。而正正就係因為佢哋長久以嚟都同美國政商領袖有住密切關係，所以佢哋就連喺國防部裏邊負責研發軍用高科技嘅行政機構國防高等計劃研究處所開發嘅裝備，例如係迷你坦克、戰爭獵犬、掠奪者無人機，甚至係大型無人機投放裝置、尖背野豬都能夠隨心使用。因此黑色獠牙可以話係有住同國土戰略局對等，甚至係以上嘅科技支援。而且佢哋擁有大量嘅運兵直升機、巨型氣展船之類嘅高級特種作戰載具，令佢哋可以喺任何地方都能夠快速部署單位，突襲佢哋嘅目標，快速咁完成任何任務。雖然現階段並冇直接嘅證據指出黑色獠牙又或者係娜塔莉亞係同 Green Poison 病毒嘅製作同埋爆發有直接嘅關係，咁但係就有住唔同嘅間接證據去支持呢個講法。第一，根據亞倫基納對病毒爆發嘅分析裏邊得知，現存嘅天花病毒樣本淨係存放喺美國嘅疾病管制局同埋俄羅斯，而疾管局並冇任何被破壞或者闖入嘅消息，咁因此天花病毒嘅樣本好有可能係由俄羅斯而嚟嘅。第二，喺疫情爆發嘅初期，有一隊看似係職業殺手嘅人闖入咗繼起生技集團嘅實驗大樓，殺死咗正喺度研究緊廣效性抗病毒藥物嘅研究員比爾海勒克。而之後喺特工加勒等人嘅報告裏邊，亦都可以證實黑色獠牙係曾經派出佢哋其中一名所屬嘅特工螳螂去試圖搶奪呢一支實驗中嘅疫苗。第三，以黑色獠牙目前嘅人員配置同埋招募嚟講，佢哋明顯係為咗直接應對喺紐約嘅病毒爆發。咁因為黑色獠牙嘅人員同埋設備早喺疫情爆發最初嘅幾個鐘就開始直接運返美國，而事實上甚至早喺事件嘅波及範圍而未被調查清楚之前，黑色獠牙就已經有住呢一種嘅先見之明，亦都係暗示緊另一種令人不安嘅可能性，就係佢哋一早就已經知道喺美國將會有新型病毒爆發。喺似乎預見到 Green Poison 將會爆發之後，黑色獠牙嘅單位都開始喺軍事同埋政治上慢慢咁樣滲透到去美國政府唔同嘅部門裏邊。時任美國總統勞倫斯亞勒因應 Green Poison 疫情嘅爆發，因此命令美國軍隊圍繞並且封鎖紐約市嘅曼哈頓，試圖盡力阻止病毒嘅傳播。而另一邊廂，喺當時仍然未出現 Green Poison 感染病例嘅華盛頓特區某一間嘅咖啡室裏邊，黑色獠牙嘅執行長正喺度同巴頓謝爾弗會面，下達需要招募人手嚟組成一隊可以以不擇手段、有效率執行任務嘅隊伍。而呢一隊就係日後嘅黑色獠牙特種部隊 BTSU。Decent
coffee, right? Fuck if I know. I don't drink this shit for pleasure. Trust me, it's good. You should savor it. Might be your last chance. Man, it still tastes like dirt. What's What's happening in New York is just the beginning.
Yeah, no shit.
I want you to put together a team.
I already have a team.
A bigger team, more diversified.
For what?
For whatever it takes. We have an opportunity here, a golden one. But we have to be smart, and we have to act fast.
So no choir boys is what you're saying.
I'm saying scoundrels and scum, all right? Killers and cutthroats. I don't give a shit as long as they follow orders and can get shit done.
All right, I'll get to work.
Work fast, the end is fucking nigh.
其中一個喺巴頓謝爾弗心目中加入 BTSU 嘅人選就係歐德莎索耶，因此佢就去拜訪呢一位老朋友，同時俾咗佢一個工作機會。
Odessa Sawyer, as I live and breathe. Well, Mama always said I was a cockroach. I assumed she meant I was tough to kill.
I doubt it. Who are your friends?
I might do introductions after you've heard me out.
Oh, so hush hush. What are you these days? OGA?
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I've got a new employer, and we're hiring. Good base plus hazard pay and bonuses, and you'd be working with quality people.
Yeah? Now who would I be working for?
People who want what's best for this country.
Uh-huh.
This is a one-time deal, Odessa. Things are happening fast. You don't want to miss this bus.
I swore an oath, and I'm sticking to it. That's something I'd expect a cockroach to understand.
Well, that's a damn shame. You sure would be an asset. Be seeing you.
I sure fucking hope not.
而喺政治上，當病毒爆發之後，美國政府因為現場情報不足而完全陷入混亂。但唯一可以肯定嘅就係，由疾管局調查出呢一次事件嘅感染源就係天花病毒嘅變種，所以呢一場災難冇可能係自然發生，一定係有幕後黑手喺背後經過推算，人為咁樣製造佢哋出嚟。因此，唯有收集更加多現場即時嘅情報，以及確保政府可以喺日益嚴重嘅危機裏面保持運作。瓦勒總統正式啟動第51號政令，派出第一波潛伏喺紐約市嘅國土戰略局特工。然後就同佢嘅家人、內閣成員同埋高級職員登上海軍陸戰隊1號，由白宮撤離到位於馬里蘭州嘅大衛營。
So what's our situation? Give it to me straight. I don't want any of this mamby-pamby bullshit people have been feeding me about what's going on.
Mr. President, it's bad. Whoever planned this timed it perfectly. We've already got outbreaks in 22 cities domestically and 14 internationally, and the reports are still coming in.
Do we have any idea who's responsible? Or is this a natural outbreak?
Negative on that, sir. DCD has just confirmed the pathogen is a smallpox variant. There's no way that got loose where it did, when it did, without some help.
So who was it? Moscow? Beijing?
They've got problems of their own, sir. The truth is we don't know. We just don't know.
Are you sure you want to do this? The optics are going to be terrible. With all due respect, Mr. Mendez, screw the optics. Manhattan's in a crisis state, and this is the one club I've got left in my bag. Hell if I'm not going to take a swing. Agreed. Hopefully, this will only be needed for a short time, and we can deal with the fallout once the crisis is past. And if it's not over quickly, what do we do then? Then you better learn some useful skills, because if this thing drags on, the damn optics will be the least of our worries.
喺政府陷入混亂嘅同時，黑色獠牙透過一名國會議員嘅引薦，同當時仲係身為眾議院院長嘅安德魯艾利斯會面，初步提出雙方合作嘅建議。
Andrew Ellis?
Who is this?
A messenger? I believe Senator Richards was already in contact with you.
He certainly piqued my curiosity. I'd be interested to hear what exactly your friends have in mind and how I would fit into the equation.
Excellent. It would be best to discuss the specifics in person, of course.
That can be arranged.
與此同時，巴頓謝爾弗已經集齊好晒 BTSU 嘅人員，並開始進行針對性嘅訓練。而黑色獠牙執行長表示，要巴頓盡快將隊員磨合好，因為佢哋 BTSU 嘅行動將會喺1星期之內正式開始。
How's Bonnie fitting in? The others think he's a rabid fucking weasel. They aren't wrong. Yeah, well, you need to make it work. It'll work just fine. I ain't yet met a Bronco I can't break. How soon will the unit be ready to deploy then? It depends on the assignment. We could be ready tomorrow if we're just cracking heads. But More complicated targets will require custom training. Look, nothing fancy for now, but there's a lot of groundwork to lay. Obstacles to be knocked down. Knocking shit down is my specialty. Yeah, I know it is, Bar, but you be ready to move out in a week, and no fuck-ups. You have my personal guarantee.
喺 Green Poison 爆發嘅影響之下，華盛頓特區嘅災情持續咁樣惡化，當地嘅糧食同埋天然氣開始出現短缺，再加上廣泛嘅停電，引發咗大規模嘅騷亂同埋搶劫。因此，為咗挽回逐漸失控嘅局面，瓦勒總統決定激活喺哥倫比亞特區裏邊嘅國土戰略局特工，而 BTSU 亦都開始咗佢哋嘅第一步行動，就係先偵察同埋監視佢哋目標嘅所在地白宮。
Man, fuck these flies. Ain't there enough dead shit in this town to entertain them?
They're an indication of how bad you stink, Bonnie. Flies are more attracted to you than to dead things.
Shut the hell up, both of you. Some of us are working here. You call staring at the motherfucking White House working? It's the opposite of working. Nobody ever said surveillance is supposed to be fun. At least nobody wasn't a fucking idiot.
Bonnie doesn't think it's fun, but he's still a fucking idiot.
All of you, zip it. It's like being on a bus ride with a bunch of grade schoolers.
They started it.
Swear to God, Bonnie. Movement. South Lawn. Is it the division agent?
Yep. I could just make out the wristwatch.
Galveston, Bonnie, you're up. Find out where he goes. Are you really gonna stick me with stinky meat flybait here? Less moaning, more mobilizing. Go, go, go!
That's so hilarious.
喺 Green Poison 嘅災情持續惡化之下，瓦勒總統因為長期嘅壓力而引發心臟病猝死，但流傳出嚟嘅謠言就指佢係死於感染 Green Poison， 咁因此喺市民大眾之中再引發出另一輪新嘅恐慌情緒。同時，副總統湯馬士門德斯因為繼位順序而正式宣誓就職，成為新一任嘅美國總統。
Have you heard?
Heard what?
About Waller?
No. What's the latest? Has he decided Russia's responsible after all?
No. He's dead.
Tell me you're lying.
I swear, I'm not. A heart attack got him an hour ago. They couldn't revive him.
Shit. That means that Mendez is in charge.
Is that all you can say at a time like this?
It's all I can afford to say.
喺宣誓之後，門德斯總統因為想喺國民面前表現出同佢哋共同進退，英勇嘅一面嚟嘗試穩定住民心，而拒絕離開華盛頓特區。同時，政府為咗保持正常運作，因此安排未被感染嘅參議院、國會以及內閣裏邊唔同嘅必要人員撤離華盛頓，去到位於藍領峰、被稱為地下五角大樓嘅杜瓦岩山綜合體之中避難。
The bug out is set for tomorrow at noon.
I still don't feel right about it, Senator. We should be staying here and
doing what? Getting sick? Dying? We need to keep the government of this country intact so we can get through this crisis. And that means getting the hell out of Dodge for the duration.
President Mendez is going to need help.
What Mendez needs, you can't give him. Now start packing. Once that caravan rolls out, it's not stopping until we get to Raven Rock. The situation's that bad?
It's worse. We should have done this a week ago, but Mendez wanted to put on a brave face for the public.
He's not going, is he?
No, he's not. But we're getting what's left of the Senate, Congress, and Cabinet out of town. The Pentagon has already moved their people.
Pentagon's always ahead of the curve. So what's the plan for White House staff?
I'm sorry. You're considered non-essential personnel. They're not pulling you out.
I see. I guess I better get back to work then. There's gotta be something inessential around here for me to be doing.
隨住城市嘅基礎設施慢慢步入崩潰邊緣，華盛頓特區嘅民用通訊手段大部分都已經無法使用。雖然大規模嘅國民警衛軍營地同埋野外配給中心有助維持特區南部嘅秩序，但天然氣持續嘅短缺引發咗喺賓夕法尼亞大道以北嘅騷亂，激烈嘅幫派鬥爭蔓延到去北部社區。伴隨住騷亂嘅就係一連串嘅通訊失靈，致命嘅 Green Poison 仍然喺度廣泛傳播緊，再加上喺首都裏邊多次發生嘅暴動，而導致華盛頓特區嘅局勢急轉直下，好多嘅執法單位都已經癱瘓，而美軍亦因此陷入危機。一眨眼就過咗1個月，雖然因應3月上旬春天嘅來臨，啱啱好緩解咗一啲因為冬季天氣而惡化嘅情況，但喺華盛頓特區裏邊 ，JTF 嘅潰敗同埋撤離令到城市嘅大部分地區都被唔同嘅派系所控制。喺特區裏邊，各個殘存嘅罪類亦都別無他選咁樣被逼去適應呢一個新嘅日常。而喺華盛頓嘅東區，隸屬於安達伍瑞交威嘅真實之子，甚至係成功佔領咗國會大廈，並且喺嗰度建立咗佢哋嘅總部。而呢啲新嘅日常，正正就反映出門德斯總統即係執政者嘅無能，因此 此，呢一系列嘅現實係更加進一步加快咗黑色獠牙嘅滲透，同時喺政府內部嘅團隊亦都漸漸咁樣出現咗對門德斯總統嘅不滿，甚至有內部人員希望當時仍然係眾議院院長嘅安德魯艾利斯可以接任成為下一任美國總統，因為佢哋認為佢可以更加果斷咁制定出更加有效嘅政策，帶領美國人民走出困局。
I gotta run. Mendez wants to talk to me about something.
Lucky you. I'm sure it will be stupefying.
God, there's gotta be a way to get this guy out of office.
Believe me, thinking about that is what I do instead of sleeping these days.
You sure you'd want to be in his shoes?
Absolutely not.
Well, somebody has to step up. And you're not allergic to making decisions.
That I'm not.
咁當然，門德斯總統所做嘅決定或者係政策並唔係全部都毫無建樹，先至導致情況繼續惡化落去。但情況就明顯到連佢都可以感受到，似乎自己嘅行動係處處受到阻撓，感覺上就好似有人暗中阻礙佢嘅施政咁。而事實上呢一種感覺，正正就係黑色獠牙喺政治層面上嘅滲透，先至會造成出門德斯總統係個無能嘅執政者嘅呢一個狀況。
I swear, Ellis, you ever get the feeling that there's something funny going on?
There's nothing funny about this situation, Mr. President.
Knock it off. You know what I mean.
I'm not sure that I do.
It's just all of this feels harder than it should. Like there's something pushing back against everything we're doing.
You sit in the big office. There's always going to be people pushing back reflexively on anything you do. You know I've got your back, and so does the country. So worry less about the hypothetical crises, and let's deal with the real one we've got facing us right now.
喺門德斯總統宣誓就職嘅3個月之後，華盛頓特區嘅狀況唔單止未有好轉，甚至連真實之子、流亡者同埋獵狗等等嘅敵對勢力都越發壯大。與此同時，白宮人員收到一個令人意外嘅消息，就係門德斯總統已經自殺身亡。
I guess you haven't heard about Mendez.
Who is this Mendez you speak of? Sounds like a real moron.
Not anymore.
Oh, he's resigning?
He's dead. He offed himself, apparently.
Mendez?
Yeah, no shit. Uncharacteristic of him to actually follow through on something, but now it's all gonna be on you. Hope you're ready for it.
而事實上，門德斯總統嘅自殺其實係由 BTSU 藉由滲透特勤局所一手策劃，而當中成功策反當局特工嘅原因，單單只係嗰啲特工想揾方法離開呢一個好似地獄一樣嘅華盛頓特區，而喺完成咗任務之後，巴頓謝爾弗就親自協助佢哋離開呢個地獄。
He's left-handed, huh? He would have held the pistol in his left hand. Big fucking deal. You think anyone's going to notice? I think we had best not take chances unless we want to face the consequences.
Whatever.
Wipe the grip and do the job properly.
Fine.
There. You happy? Of course not. This situation is completely fucked.
Oh, Mendez wasn't going to unfuck it. That's for damn sure.
Can't dispute that.
Mendez is dead.
Let me guess. Tragic case of involuntary suicide?
Something like that.
What a proud moment in the illustrious history of the Secret Service. I say that in all seriousness. That guy was a disaster.
You think we can hurry this up?
Got someone with B-Tex?
Anywhere but here. You promised safe passage out of the city.
You boys certainly earned yourselves an express ticket out of this predicament. Think you got him, Brenner. Yeah, you got him.
I had to be sure.
Get him stowed. We're done here.
呢一日，同其他國會議員一齊喺北美防空司令部總部避難嘅眾議院院長安德魯艾利斯正式宣誓成為新一任嘅美國總統。當然，黑色獠牙嘅執行長都立即聯絡艾利斯，親自同佢說明今後事態發展嘅動向，而似乎佢亦都以生死攸關嚟提醒艾利斯總統，佢最好全力配合佢哋接住落嚟嘅行動。
Mr. Ellis, good to finally meet you.
I'm sorry. You are?
You've been briefed on Black Tusk?
Yes, of course.
Well, I run the outfit.
I understand I have you to thank for my good fortunes.
Yeah, well, don't let it go to your head. We all have our parts to play, which is what we need to talk about. I want to lay out exactly how this is going to go down.
Should I take notes?
Now, what you should do is give me your full attention, almost as if your life depended on it.
當然，艾利斯總統同白宮顧問戴維斯解釋，自己並唔係單純被黑色獠牙所招攬，而係想假借同佢哋合作，利用黑色獠牙嘅戰力，再加上自己直屬組織國土戰略局嚟平定翻現今華盛頓特區嘅亂局。但係顧問戴維斯又指出，呢一個係一個非常之危險嘅諗法。
Jesus, Andrew, are you sure about this?
You said it yourself. Somebody has to step up.
What do you know about these people? Can you trust them?
I'm just a pawn as far as they're concerned.
Isn't that kind of a shitty position to put yourself in?
The thing is, pawns are dangerous, precisely because people underestimate them.
You think you can turn this to your advantage?
I'm confident I can make myself indispensable and get some things done that have needed doing for a good long time.
I don't know. This is a dangerous game to play.
Is there any other kind these days?
喺之後嘅時間裏邊，顧問戴維斯嘅憂慮果然係正確，因為艾利斯總統想利用黑色獠牙嘅呢個諗法，好快就喺同佢哋合作嘅期間，被拿塔利亞嘅行事作風所打消。因為佢係一個心狠手辣、落手絕對唔會手軟嘅人，所以漸漸咁樣，艾利斯總統就認為自己真係成為咗黑色獠牙手下嘅一隻棋。喺控制咗艾利斯總統之後，黑色獠牙嘅下一個目標就係要應付國土戰略局，因為當局一方面可以成為佢哋嘅一大戰力，另一方面就會成為好麻煩嘅敵人。當然，佢都預計到並唔係所有嘅特工都會乖乖就範，無條件咁樣直接聽從佢哋嘅指揮，因此黑色獠牙就制定咗兩個方向嘅行動。第一，喺政治層面上，執行長直接命令艾利斯總統返回華盛頓特區，去提醒嗰一啲特工，佢哋到底要聽從邊一個嘅命令。
Hey, we need you in D.C.
DC? Why?
Look, our biggest obstacle in this whole venture is the Strategic Homeland Division. Now, technically, they answer to you. Realistically, they're a bunch of self-governing cowboys who answer to no one.
You think they're going to be a problem?
I think it's a risk, which is why I want you in their faces 24/7, reminding them who they work for, and watching out for telltale signs of misguided idealism.
Misguided idealism.
If they fall in line, they'll be a tremendous asset. If they get in our way, they're going to be a hell of a pain in the ass, in which case we need advanced warning so that we can take preventative measures.
When do I leave?
As soon as the plane's done fueling, you'll be kicking up your heels in the Oval Office by sundown.
第二步，為咗應對嗰啲唔會服從艾利斯總統嘅特工，又或者係已經叛變咗嘅特工 ，BTSU 決定開始追擊國土戰略局。第一步就係佢哋計劃要先去破壞嗰一個令到嗰啲特工變得強大嘅原因——國土戰略局網絡，令到佢哋失去科技同埋裝備上嘅優勢。
We have to assume there were no survivors.
So what does that mean for us?
A new plan and a new enemy.
Division?
Bingo. Then we need to do something about their advantages. That's the new plan.
Where are we supposed to get that kind of intel?
We already have it. I got a list of key targets right here.
We're seriously going after the division?
We are seriously going after them, and we are going after them seriously. We are gonna gag them, blind them, kick them in the nuts, and steal their lunch money.
This is gonna be fun. We finally agree on something.
In a stand-up fight, a couple of division agents ain't nothing to worry about. The problem is getting them in a stand-up fight. They're crafty fuckers.
They've got a vulnerability, same one anybody has when they're trying to protect something.
There are also traitors among them that we can use to our advantage.
The first step is to cripple their network. That'll expose them, make them weak. Then, we start picking them off.
第二步喺嗰啲特工冇辦法使用國土戰略局裝備嘅同時 ，BTSU 更加計劃利用喺華盛頓特區裏邊嗰啲國土戰略局嘅敵對派系，透過向佢哋提供物資、裝備上面嘅支援，去進一步擾亂華盛頓特區嘅局勢，嚟打擊國土戰略局，令到當局無暇應付黑色獠牙嘅入侵。
Hyenas?
That's what they call themselves. Don't ask me.
Huh.
They're essentially an alliance of gangs led by a council of representatives from the toughest subgroups.
Federation of assholes.
Pretty much.
What about the True Sons? Former JTF commander went bad. Started his own private army. They've been a dominant group in D.C. for a while, when it comes to territory and firepower. And the outcasts? Crazies. That's very incisive, Brenner. They survived a forced quarantine. Got fucked over pretty bad. They're pissed about it. Now they're on the rampage. Typical terror-style tactics, mostly. Dabbling in biological warfare. What the fuck is wrong with people? Like I said, crazies. Well, they're all the division's problem for the time being, but, maybe we can destabilize the situation a bit?
Hyenas are probably the best bet. Feed them some material support, they'll be a thorn in everybody's side, and they aren't organized enough to present a serious problem in the long term.
Good recommendation, Eli. I'll talk to the boss.
另一邊廂 ，BTSU 派出成員艾利斯加爾維斯敦去追捕某啲國土戰略局特工，並以唔同嘅手段嚟嘗試審問出國土戰略局網絡嘅節點所在嘅地方到底係喺邊一度。
I'm personally a fan of what y'all do. Really, I am. I admire righteousness, even if I rarely partake.
You're not getting anything from me.
You see, that's where you're mistaken. Because one thing I can tell you about myself is that I'm persuasive. And I need to locate a certain bunker y'all are using to house some of your infrastructure.
I don't know anything about that.
And I'm sorry in advance that you're gonna do a bit of suffering for no good reason.
You're wasting your time.
I gotta disagree with you there. What I'm doing is my job, and doing your job is never a waste of time. Especially if you do it with pride and conviction. Sure you don't want to save us both some unpleasantness?
喺調查出目前喺華盛頓特區裏邊嘅國土戰略局網絡節點，淨係設置喺聯邦急難地下碉堡同埋揭發信密中心之後 ，BTSU 佢哋就立即出發，分頭前往嗰啲地方去嘗試關閉國土戰略局網絡。
That was invigorating. Like going up against a team of fucking superheroes, you know what I mean?
How about you shut up and get the charges planted?
I'm working on it.
And more working, less jabbering.
Jesus, Brenner, why are you so penned up all the time? You need to unclench your ass cheeks.
He would.
But he's worried his batteries will fall out.
Fuck yourselves.
Why are you always taking his side? I'm on the side of truth.
Whatever. Let's just blow this fucking place so we can turn these superheroes into ordinary assholes, alright?
喺國土戰略局網絡被關閉之後，特工們嘅裝備全部失靈，就連 ISAC 都毫無反應，甚至連各個特工單位之間都失去聯絡。因此，根據佢哋嘅行動守則，特工們需要立即返回美國嘅權力核心首都華盛頓特區，以確保政府嘅延續。但係同時，黑色獠牙亦都正式展開咗佢哋入侵美國各地嘅行動。
Someone has to stay. We can't just leave these people here. Whatever happened, it needs to be fixed or it's all over. You go. I'll do what I can here. Go!